You know something? What the frick? Why am I? Why did? What happened there? Did I
I have
actually
no
hit a
idea. I
number
don't know.
key?
Did you hit some? Did you hit? Yeah, I guess you hit on the key.
That was. I'm
I
like,
guess
what the
so.
hell? I was gonna say
Yeah.
I can't believe it's only been a week since we've not played Fallout 3. Or no, it was
Yeah.
2 weeks, right? Because JT, were you away for like 2 Tuesdays or something like
I
that?
think I was only
I think
was
it
I
was
away
only
for
the
2? I thought
one.
I was for 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause I know what was it? The previous Tuesday, did we do Fallout 3? Or did we do something else?
We did. I believe we did Starbound that week. Or no, wait. I don't think we. Oh wait, no.
Something
Last
you I think you
week.
did last week. You did Jaws.
Yeah, right. We
Yeah,
watched
we watched
Jaws
Jaws and shit.
because you weren't here. And then the week before, did we do Fallout 3? I don't remember.
I think so. Okay, I
I
think I
believe
was
so.
here.
Yeah.
Again, everything. A lot of like
Which
the. Sorry.
I want to say for the record, I got home about the time you started Jaws. Like and keep in mind, I've been out for most of that fucking day. I was exhausted. Oh, here you go. Hang on.
Yeah.
For a second, I was thinking like you were like, oh man, I'm like ready to go, and then all of a sudden, I get what you're saying though, like you were tired and whatnot. But that was just kind of like funny the way that played out.
I'm not gonna lie, there was a part of me that was just like you know, I wouldn't mind watching a movie with them. And then I was like, no, they don't expect me. I'm gonna be asleep eat within like 2 hours. I'm good.
That's all good.
Okay.
Well, I do gotta say though, since the last time we played Fallout 3, I actually have some unfinished business.
Oh yeah.
Does
Does
it
the
involve the Super Duper Mart?
does the yes, we are going to go to Super Duper Mart.
Alright.
But no, the unfinished business does not involve Super Duper Mart real quick. Because I did forget something down here.
All right.
So
Huh.
we're
What'd
just
you
gonna...
forget?
A unique weapon. Nothing too crazy. Just something that helps deal with robots is all. In the best way possible. Do I gotta jump? Do I gotta like go all the way down there? Oh man. Whoa!
Oh shit.
We got a live one!
Oh, what was that?
Stun magic.
That was a Mirelurk. Also,
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm carrying these and not reading them. Those will help drastically reduce my carry weight limit. I'm saving this
Are
for...
those permanent increases?
Yes.
Oh shit.
I'm saving that for I'm saving the railway rifle for Super Duper Mart. Fuck you, crab!
You asshole.
Alright. Flash right!
So, how's everyone's day been?
Honestly, today I thought I was getting sick. Because I was out in like the, for 2 days I was out in like the, actually no, 3 days I was out in the freaking like crummy.
Don't burn it now, Grimby.
Hush. I ain't gonna burn it.
But I already burned it. But yeah, for 3 days I was outside in like the rain and the, like, the smog and whatnot, right?
Mm.
And then today I was feeling a little like blecky, so I was just resting my ass and whatnot. Funnily enough, my neighbor asked me to help.
Nature's greatest treat.
Sorry about that. I
Fun
fucking
it is
needed
to eat that damn dolphin.
Oh, the dolphin. Oh, yeah.
My neighbor asked me to help them with a book they were writing.
Yeah.
And despite it needing some work, it honestly kept my attention. It was really well written. Like, the story was good.
Fuck yeah.
So, you know, he wants to learn how to use a computer to type it up and whatnot, so I'm gonna help him out with that. And it's cool. But yeah, today was mostly just like a lazy day because I was like, I don't feel like walking around in the fucking I don't feel like walking around in like the fog and like the rain again, so I'm like just to not get sick. So I stayed inside. I don't think it's the rain itself that makes
I
you.
mean, it was just like a spritz out there today and whatnot, to be quite honest with you.
I know, but
I
you're still
I
breathing it
think
in.
it's less the rain and more that it's like the difference in temperature that fucks up the body.
Cause it's like, all right. Like I said this to Zig actually too on Saturday because we hung out. Because it was Zig's birthday. Oh god, my fucking radiation.
Yesterday was your birthday, right, Ziggs?
Saturday.
Saturday. Fuck.
It's
Did I get you a gift? If not, then I'm buying one right now.
basically the thing about like the rain is, if you leave like,
You'll have to get me a gift and whatnot. Like,
if you want to understand how like dirty rainwater is without like, you know, fucking distilling it and all that crap, right? Just leave out like a bucket with a lid on top of it, right? And then when the rain stops and the top of the bucket dries, look at how dirt and like look and see how much dirt is on that bucket lid. Like, it's not just water. It's also picking up like dirt and other crap and like that's in it. So you'll just get sick from. There it is. This is what we missed last time. The shocker.
oh,
Also, we got a note on the shocker. Would anybody like to read this, or would would some? Or,
would you like to read it?
I'm multitasking. Give me the next. I'll take the next one.
alright, then I'll read it.
All right, I'll read it.
Alright, go for it, Zig. It's a long one.
Dear consumer, thank you for your participation in the exciting Shocker Glove pilot program. You're receiving a prototype FSG V118B model of the Shocker Glove. Excuse me. Please reference this prototype number in any future correspondence. We encourage you to make this prototype a part of your daily life. Look forward to your valuable feedback. Thanks from all of us at the Shocker Glove R&D team. P.S. Yes, Shocker Glove prototypes are not for use in water, public near small children or domesticated animals. This is not a kitchen appliance and should not be used near uncooked food. Use of Shocker Glove prototype constitutes a binding agreement to hold manufacture harmless for any and all legal purposes. During prolonged use, severe electrical burns may occur. Do not look directly at Shocker Glove while operating. Some prototype models have proven sensitive to certain radio frequencies during use. If you suspect radio interference, please submit a malfunction report listing FCC broadcast frequencies in operation at the time. A report to nearest emergency medical facility in your area.
So, and where do we find this Shocker Glove? In the middle of a flooded metro station.
Yeah.
I don't know if this got down here before the war or after the war, but the fact that, like, you know, maybe someone got the idea to fight crabs with this thing, and then they shocked themselves to death.
Did I hear crab people?
Crabs.
Crap.
But now we get to go to
With
the
a B, right? That's what we're
crab with a B.
Okay, yeah, we are talking about the same thing.
But yeah, nah, like, I actually made some pretty good progress in Ratchet and Clank 3 today.
Oh, cool.
I think I'm at the halfway point.
Alright.
Again, I'm not sure. That was the game I never played as a kid, but I've watched videos on, and okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all right now. Wait. Where the fuck am I? Oh, I'm in Mason District.
Oh.
Oh wait, oh, I went out the I went out the wrong exit. All right, fuck it. So we're just gonna fast travel where we gotta go in the middle of the dumb fuck that we're in the depths of DC.
Yeah.
All right, let's make this daytime. I'll wait over by Willem's Wharf. It's safe over there, right?
Yeah.
Just barely. Alright, thank fuck too, because I think I'm gonna be able to get some more assault rifle rounds. I've been like chewing through my ammo like it's made of candy. But yeah, so I found the sort of like break. So I found the sort of like breaking thing when it came to like I usually like the first game and the third game in a series. I think I kind of come to this realization. I like maybe all of the Ratchet and Clank games except for one, and that's all for one. Which was like the near all multiplayer one.
There was a multiplayer Ratchet and Clank game?
There were a couple. Cause like, all right, so there was actually a sort of matchmaking mode in Ratchet and Clank 3. Tell those guys up to.
Huh.
I'm heading inside in a second. I just want to see what they're up to. I'm gonna be honest. There's something I want to talk about. I feel like it's wrong to like Fallout 3 and 4 for what it is when you have the first two ones in New Vegas, especially with the fans. Same for Foreplay, yay. Except for Deadlock. Right? Yeah, Deadlock was multiplayer. Fallout 3. The fans of Fallout are weird. Like. Because I'm gonna be honest, like, I've said multiple times in the past, my favorite games are Fallout 1, Fallout 3, and 76, I think. And I'm also...
Really? 76?
I like the exploration. I'm also pretty partial to... look, 76 did more than 4 did, if I'm being honest. But... What was I gonna say? I feel ashamed of liking Fallout 3, and I don't know why, because it's actually kind of... You don't feel ashamed. Oh, hey, an Enclave soldier. Oh, yeah, right. I forgot that they tend to spawn in. Be an imp. You don't gotta feel ashamed for liking Fallout 3.
Yeah, no, don't do that to yourself.
Like, legit. Who cares if people don't like it? Like, seriously, what was it? I actually saw, funnily enough, I saw a thing about this earlier, and it was related to a Fallout content creator. Oh, like, because, like, what was it? Like, some people... Anyway, long story short, there's this guy on YouTube named Oxhorn, right?
Oh, I remember Oxford.
He makes some pretty...
I remember the shit of...
He makes some pretty good stuff. He actually... He actually got into some controversy, which was, like, complete bullshit controversy stuff, because... In his words, and he came up with the best response for people like this... Where, like, they literally all talk in double standards. They called him, like, what was it? They called him, like, a homophobe and, like, sexist because of, like, some past shit that he, like, apologized for and whatnot and has actually improved himself on and whatnot, right? But the people who did that, like, the reason why he called them, like, double standards and whatnot, right, is because... They do the exact same thing, except, you know, they only call out, like, the homophobia and sexism when it suits them versus, like, you know, actually not being that themselves. You know those types and whatnot, so...
Yeah.
Like, he crawled out of that bullshit, like, easy and quick. But, like, the thing is that, like, somebody I saw somewhere was saying, like, oh, are there any other alternatives to, like, watching Oxhorn? It's like, no, if you like his stuff, don't feel ashamed for liking it. Just because a bunch of people don't like him because, I don't know, they just made him the target of, like, harassment one day. hate it when people dredge up stuff from like 20 years ago just to call someone out. It's... Oh, shit. Oh, right. Time to test out this baby. Fuck. Heads up. Where you going? Oh, bitch. Heads up. Shit. This isn't a hit scan weapon. This is an actual projectile. Got him. Look at what this baby can do.
Oh, Lord.
Man, I fucking love Fallout 3. But yeah, nah, like, don't feel ashamed for liking a game that a lot of people, like, kind of throw bitch fits over for no reason other than, it's not my Fallout. That's pretty much what that's pretty much like the Fallout 3 haters kind of amount to, I'm not gonna lie. It's a nail gun. I saw a lot of videos, thumbnails talking about how Fallout 3 is not great. Yeah, because it was perpetuated by like some jackass that's like a lot of like surface level stuff. I'd like to get into that conversation, but we're only here for like about 2 to 3 hours, and you know what I mean? It's just like a whole lot.
That's fair.
Because let me point this out. Like, Imp, I'm just gonna sum it up like this. I once saw a video talking. All right, so a guy on YouTube made like a 1 hour video about why Fallout 3 is one of the best games ever, right? And he goes into a lot. He goes into a lot of good detail. It's a very fun to watch video, right? Now, Q a couple years ago, I saw a response video to that guy's YouTube video about why he thinks Fallout 3 is one of the best games ever, and why it's great. And you want to know how long the response video was?
How long?
6 bloody hours. This person had 6 bloody hours of, like, vitriol and hate to respond to somebody's labor of love video. And that's when I sort of realized these people that hate this game are kinda ridiculous.
At least that guy, at the very least.
Because you want to know what else, too? That same dude made a video called Why Fallout 4 is Great, right? And why it's another good game, and why it's another one of the best games ever. You want to know how many... You want to know that same person? Guess what they made? And guess what they made?
What?
Not just a 6-hour video on why the guy was wrong on his opinion. He made an 8-hour video on why the guy is wrong in his opinion.
About the Fallout 4 part?
Yes. And you want to know?
Honestly, good.
And you want to know what the best? And you want to know what the best thing about that was too? He didn't just make an 8-hour video against the guy. No. He made he made about 16 or so 2-hour videos about why Fallout 4, this is his own point of view on why Fallout 4 is the worst game ever and why Fallout 3 is the worst game ever. So he made about
That's fucking dedication.
20 hours. 28 or 20 20 or 30 so hours of like just vitriol and I guess anger and annoyance at like one guy, and then his own opinion on why he doesn't like a game and why it hurt his feelings or something like that, I guess. And I just pinned another head to the wall. Let's fucking go.
I don't know how I feel about that. Because, like, on one hand, okay. I'd be a hypocrite in saying that I don't respect the pettiness, right? But, like, let's be fair here. That's 16 hours of unedited footage.
I mean, technically it is edited together.
Yeah.
Okay, then 16 hours of edited footage. So, that took probably a full day's worth of time to create. Man, is he worth it? Man, is he worth that?
it makes me just think about, does this guy have, like, work or school to get to or something like that?
Like, that's what I'm saying.
Because it's like, I'm not gonna lie, yes, it is dedication, but it really did set in my mind,
Like, that's what I'm saying. You really got nothing better to do than respond to this guy like this?
to respond to somebody and then make your own hate videos.
Like, the first one, labor of love. Like, making the first, like, Fallout 3 video? Yeah, labor of love. Full respect. You know, hats off, thumbs up. Yada yada.
And I don't even know if the guy was, like, playing into a bit. I didn't watch the videos at all. I just saw them and I said, I have better things to do with 6 hours of my life. And then I just kept getting that guy's channel recommended to me for some reason. And I said to myself, I have better to do with 30 hours of my life than, you know, watch this video about why this guy does not like Fallout 3. And Fallout 4. And the funny part was, right? I think I spent less time getting my fucking degree in hindsight than it took to like sit through something like that. And like, what was it? So like, I think Fallout 4 is a flawed game, but I can't resist the allure of it sometimes. Like, I
mean, everyone can be in the mood for chips every now and again.
I honestly think it's like one of the best games to mod because it's so empty that it's easy to just throw stuff into it and it'll be like I'm tempted to like I've been tempted to like throw in like mods and be like, here you go, here's Fallout 3, and then if they ever played like Fallout 4 on like something that's not modded and they see none of the shit I added, that'd be funny as shit. But that's besides the point. Throw some points into energy weapons. But yeah, no, like there's no shame in liking. There's no shame in liking something that other people don't like.
Let me clarify. As long as it's legal.
I mean, I think that's the implication, JT.
You don't understand how not safe of an implication it is to not understand how not. Let's be safe and sorry.
Better safe than sorry. Better safe than sorry. Better safe than sorry. What should I take? Comprehension, child at heart, intense training. Big gun nut. Additional 5 points. Take the fucking size matters skill. Get 15 right in our freaking thing. We don't have to worry about upgrading that for a bit. I feel like that'd be a waste of a perk. Carry 50 more pounds of equipment.
I mean, if you keep because there's no level cap in Fallout, right? In Fallout 3.
Fallout 3, the level cap is 30. Or no.
Oh, there is a level cap.
It's 30. Without the broken steel add-on, the level cap is 20. With the broken steel add-on, it's 30. You're thinking of Fallout 4. Fallout 4 don't have a level cap unless you get to like level 1000 something or other, because then the game just crashes.
You're right. I'm talking about like a practical level cap.
Oh, but I like killing people and arranging their corpses into an artistic display. Monument, are you Sander Cohen?
This is what I'm fucking talking about. You see?
Monument, are you Sander Cohen? Raise your speech and barter skill by scrounger. Perk you'll find considerably. You know what? I'll take that. A little bit different than like the. Oh, but I should have taken the strong bag. I'd be able to carry almost 300 pounds. I can be able to carry almost baloney. But like,
I can't believe it's almost below me.
but yeah, no, like I'm gonna be honest with everybody here. I've been in situations where I felt like, am I the one who's wrong for enjoying games? Because I always see people shitting on a lot of my favorite games. So I go, I'm like, so I and even I still question myself on this now. Sometimes I'm like, am I in the wrong? Am I in the like? Am I wrong here?
I don't think so.
And it's just like, nah, you like what you like. I don't like Dark Souls,
Like-
but I don't freaking like, you know, police people on that.
I think there's a way to like judge like. So there are levels to things. On one hand, you can judge creativity, not creativity, but like you can say, oh, art piece is good, art piece is bad, right?
Yes.
And you know, judge them on artistic merits and shit. But like, if it's something that's purely a speculative opinion thing, like my favorite all-time game is Bastion.
Yes.
Supergiant Games Bastion, right?
Yes.
Do I think, personally, that it is the best video game to ever come out? No.
Monument said
But-
it best. Who gives a flying fuck? Exactly. But yeah, sorry, JT, you go.
But it's like, no, it's not changing a lot of people's lives. It's not fucking redefining video games as a genre.
You're born, you live, you die. That's
Um,
it. Zero point in caring about what other people think about what you like, as long as it's not fundamentally wrong. Yeah.
Good save there. I soft agree with that. I do think that like sharing of ideas and understanding each other is like an important thing for culture, but like you shouldn't define your own ideas by other people's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll here's another example of my sort of like coming of age when it comes to like what I like and what I enjoy. So
Mhm.
you guys know that I didn't have the internet for the longest time, right? When I was like a
I
kid.
didn't know
I
that.
remember
So yeah, like
I didn't know that. When did you get your internet discovery effectively?
I want to say like around the time I got like Fallout 3 for the first time. Like to 2008-ish, 2007.
Okay, how old were you, I guess is the better question.
I was born in 97, so I was
around 11.
yeah.
I don't know why. I thought you were more than 2 years older than me.
But
So 08, you were, if I was, you were probably like 11.
yeah. I think Zig said it too.
I think
But
Yeah, I did say that.
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Zig's on his phone too, so he's in town and whatnot, so
Oh shit, you're in town?
Uh-huh.
Oh shit, fuck yeah.
but what was I gonna say? The so I didn't have the internet for the longest time, right?
hmm
Zig, please tell me you were born in 96 or earlier before my hip breaks. How did I survive without the internet? Well, it was a little thing called using a laptop as a DVD player. That's all we thought. That's all like I thought what a laptop was. Anyway, so like 2008, we had the internet for like the first time, really, right around then. I want to say.
Yeah,
Mhm.
And
I was born in 96.
when I was when I was fucking on YouTube for the first time, right? So this has to do with Star Wars. I you know. So when I was
Yeah, he
on,
said 96.
when I was on YouTube for the first time, right? I would discover, like, this is when I first discovered what the Star Wars internet people looked like and all that other stuff, right?
Mm.
Now, before I had the internet, right, when I was just in my local bubble, and that was like a sheltered existence for the most part, right? I did not know that there was like such hatred for the prequel trilogy or the like special editions and all that other jazz. I just knew Star Wars as, you know, all the stuff, and I had like the big book of like lore that just made me go, it's all real and whatnot, right?
Right.
So when I first saw, like, my first interaction with like Star Wars fans on the internet was an old man, and I mean like old, like white hair, balding, white mustache screaming like a small child about the special editions of the original trilogy. And that sort of settled in my mind that, like,
I'll be right back.
what happened? Hold on, we got bad guys coming in here.
Yeah.
Learn Speedy Sep Sandy. I got the internet around like 2008, 2007. But what was it? But yeah, where was I, right? My first interaction was like an old man like screaming like a child about like the special editions. And that sort of like settled in my mind that like the people that are like the purists, when they grew up with like the original trilogy only, I'm like, okay, these people are crazy. I had no idea about this, but you can reset your attempts to make it easier to get the password in these. But you kind of have to, yeah. There we go. Through sheer will, I managed to like reset it and go through it and whatnot.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
You're good.
Welcome back.
But yeah, so basically, my first interaction with Star Wars fans on the internet was old man screaming at, you know, like the special editions, and that sort of settled in my mind that like, okay, the original trilogy purists are fucking crazy nut jobs.
Loading personality.
Mm.
Robco. R.
And that's all I've really seen especially now in such like a polarized thing when it comes to Star Wars. It's like there's no nuance anymore. I just don't like Disney stuff, and that's it. There's nothing like to it other than I didn't care for it. But like a lot of people are like, we need to find something to blame, and like they blame everything but the actual point of it being corporate art. So I got no say in the matter outside of that. And if, like I said, if somebody else likes it, I'm perfectly okay with that, you know what I mean? But if people are gonna be like vitriolic about it, I'm gonna be like, okay, I gotta step 2 feet away now, bye. Also, just another funny story. I told oh, that was beautiful! Where you going? Where you going? Yeah, I am crazy! I just pin your head to the wall. Yeah, I know the way to like attempt the resets, but not all the terminals have the monument. It tends to be faster when you just like back out and like reload it and whatnot. But yeah, just another funny. I've told this one multiple times before, but when like you want to know how often nobody used the computer in my house?
How often?
Oh, I think I remember this.
So when I was young, I thought that like when the computer, because we always had viruses and crap on the computer that made it run slow. When I was younger, I always thought that if I punched the computer, it made it go faster, right? So one day, I did that, right? One day I did that, right? And after the end of that sort of like, you know, I punched the screen, and the screen got a crack, slowly appeared down the middle, it shut off, and then I was like, okay. I turned the computer off, and I did not touch it for a year. And nobody found out until a year later, because that's how often nobody used the computer, because I think that was around the time where we had to do everything online. So, nobody found out about the broken computer until a year later. Also, did I pin his head to the wall? I took a lot of hits. Hey, Char. Oh, hey, the robot.
Oh.
Hello.
Along.
How now? Oh, jeez, I like blew him to pieces. least repair them. Yay.
Hello.
Just blow them up. But yeah, nah, like,
Valid
you know, the existence be like that. There's gonna be people that are gonna be like, you know, against your thing and all that other crap. And I honestly, my whole point is just like, if as long as like people are cool with it, go for it. But don't let people dictate what you like. That's really the biggest point there.
Yeah.
You downloaded dicks.exe. I'm doing alright, Char. Feeling like I was getting sick, so I stayed out of the rain today, but I am like alive and my back and everything is sore. Oh, I didn't get into the I just realized I didn't get into the freaking like medicine cabinet.
Oh, okay.
I need my brain pills. I was so concerned with like having the robot on and like going in and like blowing everybody the fuck up. I didn't get the medicine out of the cabinet.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of which, where is the cabinet with the medicine? There it
It'll be
is.
around here somewhere.
The purified water ain't gonna last. I don't know what. I grew up letting everybody dictate what I liked. I'm an adult and choose to like what I like no matter what now. I don't know what the context here. Somebody in chat, Imp, was saying that like they didn't know they. I guess the best way to put it is that they were feeling guilty about liking Fallout 3, despite a lot of people online saying it. And we were just saying, no, don't. You don't have to like let others dictate what you like and what you don't like. You're free to choose.
Yeah, exactly.
move up.
Like, and as I said, I think that a lot of the people that hate this game, they don't know how to look anywhere. They don't know how to look anywhere but surface level. And I'm not really gonna get into that like right now because reasons.
Yeah.
It has to do with like the plot and like, oh, you just gotta, oh, the guy, everybody's like shallow, and it's like, not necessarily. People. I just want to point something out real quick. For people that think this game is shallow, don't pay attention to this bullshit, the karma system. You will do a good deed with a bad outcome. Like, I feel like this game would be better if this wasn't here sometimes.
Everyone hated that.
Not like the rep system, the karma system. You gained karma. You've lost karma.
Oh, okay.
And it's funny because when Fallout 4 got rid of it, everybody was like, "Oh, where's the karma system?" And I'm like, it barely mattered in New Vegas. It barely matters in 3. I'm glad it's gone. I'd rather have like a crime system. Kinda. I hear a bug. Oh, hey. Should I test the shocker on it? Will it shock? Will I have a bug zapper? Zap! Okay, the bug, okay, so this thing only works on robots when it shocks people. Again, Fallout 3 didn't have, like, it works on Tesla armor. Well, I bet you about a system you don't like to then complain that it's not here anymore, assuming it's the same person complaining. Yeah. Don't, like... What the frick was it? I guess it's also, like, a good analogy for the Enclave in this game. Or at least fucking, like... At least, like, you know, President Eden and whatnot. Again, we'll get to that as we, like, go on and whatnot. Is there a salesperson outside? No? Damn. I need marketing.
Thirsty partner. Try Moriarty.
I mean, I'm gonna be walking into a market to sell my shit, but...
True.
I can't give Lesko any samples because he's not at his lab, and honestly, I don't give a shit. I don't.
Oh, okay.
It's too much blame. Actually, I could get some like rep points and do a little quest in Megaton right now
how's the
too.
scavving been? Got the food
Oh,
medicine
okay.
from that super duper mart?
I checked out the
I
super.
mean, if you're here.
It wasn't easy, but I got the food and medicine.
Really? You did? You did! Well, all right.
I like how you
Tell
can
me
still
all
lie to
about
her,
it.
even if you did. You know what? Let's be honest. Those raiders must have shot me 20 times, but who's counting?
Do what you need to do to get food and medicine, I guess. It's not pretty.
I stood
but I
in
guess
front of
that's the
people
way
as
it's
they
gotta
filled me
be,
with
right?
lead so I can pin
Well,
their
keep
heads
what
to
you
the
got.
wall.
Just traded for a big food shipment myself. Here, take a bit. My treat. The taste kind of grates after a while. Oh, and take this. It's an old food sanitizer.
This is actually
Just carry
helpful,
it
the
with
food
you,
sanitizer.
And it should automatically make most food and drink more, better.
Is that all for the first chapter?
Yep, it's looking like it'll be a real tough book for real tough guys. And real tough gals too, of course. Here, for your services. I've saved up quite a few stim packs. Of course you may need them. We've still got 2 more chapters to go.
Yay.
The second chapter is going to be a bit trickier, I think. It'll
We
cover
need to
how
build
to
a
handle
bastion where people can be
creatures out
safe,
there.
and we can
For better
establish
or worse.
society again. But first, we
For
need
example,
a location. Where could it be?
repelling mole rats,
I know,
while
next to the
learning
actual
about
literal
werewolves,
undetonated
and when all
thermonuclear
else
device.
fails, how
Even
to
if the
handle
town
being
makes
injured.
absolutely no fucking
So
sense
let's
about
buckle
it.
down and get to work
Fallout
on this
Mr. Handy
chapter.
exists in the world.
What's first?
Oh, that sounds tremendous. It's 2025. Keep. Also, just again to explain Megaton, two reasons why they built near the bomb: access to groundwater, which all the water here is irradiated anyway, so
Yeah.
you can't complain about what you got to drink when there's literally nothing else to drink. And then on top of that too, it's a natural defense. What should we do? I feel like we've been going into tunnels. If I can go into the tap
Mole
tunnels.
rats can burrow into almost
We'll get to, like, another
anything
area
and
through
cause
there.
a lot of trouble. So I figured I'd make.
Let's fuck around with mole rats for a bit.
It'll be easy. One tap with the applicator, and it overwhelms their senses with a sort of feel-bad sensation. Then they're gone.
Feel
before you
bad
know it.
sensation.
You could test it out on just a few mole ratties, but for real testing, try it on 10 or more. There should be plenty in the tepid sewers downtown.
All right, so let's see. Let's trade some junk. I need to lower my inventory. I could buy some ammo too. But yeah, nah, JT, what have you been up to lately?
What have I been up to? Today's been just like, you ever feel like you do a lot in a day and then you get to the end of it and you don't remember anything you've done?
I've had that happen a lot, yes.
Kinda.
Yeah, it's me today.
Can relate.
Oh.
Like everything all right?
Yeah. I just kind of like, trying to think.
Do you need a moment?
Today's
Do you need a moment, Grandpa?
No, I'm good. I'm the youngest one here. Do fucking not call me Grandpa. I swear.
Let me get rid of this shit. This is taking up so much space in the inventory.
Oh, I wanted to ask you guys.
What's up?
You guys heard the King of the Hill news, right?
Yes, I've been keeping up
Oh,
with it
yeah.
actually.
So have you seen the new trailer?
Yeah, I have.
Handshake.
The fucking where we actually saw animation and shit.
I think the funny part is people are so worried. I think they just kind of like sped it up and whatnot.
I don't know. What do you guys feel about what do you guys feel about that trailer?
I thought it was alright for what it was and shit. Like,
I'm honestly gonna save my like reservations for the show itself, rather than
Yeah.
let a trailer sort of dictate what's good and bad about it. The only
I mean, that's fair.
the only weird thing was like the animation looked odd.
Good hunting.
yeah, it looked like it was using like a lot of like tweeting and all that sort of shit. You know what I mean?
But it's not.
That was one of the
I'm
biggest
not-
things I
I'm not-
wanted to like.
I'm not like, you know.
Oh, I can't wait
It's
to hear
not-
how the repellent's
I'm not, like,
working.
When it comes to it and shit.
You know
like
what's
that,
stupid?
I'm
Having a
not,
place in
like,
Fallout 2 where there's a shit ton of
I'm not-
water chips, which is a very important thing and something that sounds
Like,
pretty
I'm not
fucking rare in a haha
really
lol.
much of a fan of it, but I understand why they would do it and whatnot, because it's like very much cheaper than doing, than like, you know, say animate on ones or any of that. sort of
Wow,
stuff, you know what I
it
mean?
repels them.
Well, yeah, but I don't even think the original show animated on ones, did they?
No.
Maybe the
I'm just
first
saying-
season.
I'm
First
just-
season.
No.
No, they would never start off a show animating on ones unless it's like
Yeah.
fucking
Well,
Disney.
Well, SpongeBob was whatchamacallit, cell animation, and then it moved on to digital.
Good hunting.
Yeah, but I'm not
Right,
talking
but
about like cell
got
animation and
my
whatnot. I'm
fire.
just talking.
We're talking about
about
animating on ones.
Oh,
and twos
oh,
versus-
oh, I see. I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
Don't mind me.
Yeah,
I'm
but-
I'm just a big dumb.
Oh, you're fine.
that's okay.
Yeah, like I kind of like the animation did throw me off a little bit and whatnot on
Can you see the
Second
banana
glance?
man?
Oh,
because I
hey.
didn't really notice it until like, you know, I looked in the comments and whatnot. And I'm just like, oh shit, yeah. But I'll say this, like I think the joke still landed for what they were and whatnot. You know what I mean? Especially the one where it's like, give your dad a big handshake. So you know.
Oh no, they definitely still have like the feeling of Hank Hill.
Good hunting.
Now just, you know, older.
I think it's just the way they
Yeah.
edited the trailer that makes it feel weird.
I definitely need to see like the pacing of things. You know what I've
The
realized?
full
Again,
show. I'm
waiting more when the actual show comes out and whatnot.
I just hope it's
Then,
not
you know.
whatchamacallit. I just hope it's not like what episodic. I mean, not episodic. I hope it's not a continuous like show, like super big continuity. Like you have you have to see episode 1 to understand episode 2, 3. You know what I mean?
No, they'll probably have it a similar format like they did with
What do you need?
like they did with whatchamacallit, with the original
Beavis and
series.
Butthead?
There's like the original series where like, yeah, the previous episodes happened before, but like you didn't need to watch them all in order to
Yeah.
get like the full context.
Yeah.
From the
Because I feel like there's shows that like I feel like there's shows that have like done that and then they did become like an episodic thing where you have to see episodes 1, 2, 3, 4 and like in order to understand like all the other shit that happens. No, and I'm talking about like revivals specifically.
I was gonna say Steven Universe, but then you said revivals.
I mean, yes, Steven Universe did become that, and that was one of my big fears. I
The
actually
thing is,
I actually been watching a sort of retrospective on Steven Universe, and I've also watched a video on like, did it deserve all the hate it got?
I feel like I need to go back and rewatch it myself because I've said this before. The problem with me and Steven Universe and why I feel like I need to kind of go back and like watch it again with a clear head.
So wait,
I can't properly pinpoint where I stopped liking it.
Imp said I can, and I'll explain it a bit though, as it had to do with future and it had to do with like a bunch of other stuff. But I just wanted to read this out what Imp said. But what I meant is making something that like back in Fallout 1, it was something you couldn't find anywhere, and then you get a shit ton of them in a random place decades later, because fuck you, Vault Dweller, I guess. Yeah, because what was it? You go to that like Vault City. You go to that vault, I think, too.
Use me as your vessel.
In
Guide me to your brilliance.
or no, you don't actually. because Fallout 2 is like pretty much the same as Fallout 1 and whatnot. But I think but it's hard to say. But I don't like Fallout 2 in comparison to Fallout 1. And it's just because like the beginning of Fallout 2 was like a pain in the ass. They kind of force you to play a melee character when, whole bunch of bullshit. But I digress. When it comes to Steven Universe, I say this, right? I think the messaging is good. Everything like about the show is well done for the most part.
Yeah?
I just don't care for the story. Because I feel like we got cheated on a bunch of stuff. And not just like, you know, it might have, because I know the network screwed the show in general.
Yeah.
So
Right.
that I'm not too upset about that. I'm not too upset about that. More so the fact that like,
Tamper with that, and we're going to have a problem.
more so the fact that just like it wasted its time for the big world plot, for the honestly important character messaging and like trying to forgive the bad guys, I guess. And then when we got Steven Universe Future, right, to end everything off, I did not like the finale. And
No one liked you.
It really did not make me give a shit about Steven. I got actually kind of pissed at Steven. He became a character I don't like because he never
fellow
practiced what
student.
he preaches.
The type of
Like, yeah,
it's
no
my
one
pleasure
likes
to offer
Future.
hot death in a variety
thing
of
with-
exciting flavors.
The thing with Steven Universe that like to me made it is funny in retrospect. The Change Your Mind 4-part finale, I thought as a whole sucked. And then we got the movie, which actually which I thought the finale movie was pretty
The
good.
movie slapped. I cannot deny that. The movie
Yeah,
fucking...
the movie was like upsettingly good,
Thanks.
and I was kind of excited for Steven Universe Future.
And the movie
And then,
really...
and then Future came out, and no one fucking liked it.
The movie really solidified my dislike of rose quartz.
Well, yeah, I feel like at that point you're supposed to like.
We've come full circle because I was still actively watching Steven Universe when I first streamed Fallout 3. And now I'm streaming Fallout 3 again. We're still talking about Steven Universe.
Well, Steven Universe is actually getting a retro, it's getting a
Lars of the
whatchamacallit.
Stars. I hope they like keep this. I hope they focus on the story and the network doesn't screw the show. I think it
Oh,
has.
here's the thing with Lars and the Stars.
Okay, go. What's up about Lars and the Stars?
On one hand, I've seen 2 camps involving Lars of the Stars.
Damn, this game can look pretty when it wants to. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Camp number 1, they're like, oh, this is exactly what we needed. It's less Steven, even, which is big. It's more about home
More like
world.
no
We get
Steven.
There's probably gonna be some Steven eventually, but like either way, there's gonna be Steven's not the focus. We get more about home world and world lore. We get more action, action and space stuff. Oh, this is exactly what Steven Universe needed for people to start liking this again.
And then what's the other camp?
It's too fucking little, too fucking late.
Let's try to save.
How are you gonna unspit in our mouth after Future did? After what Future did?
We'll
I've
not
heard
focus
more
on
positive-
Steven, that's for one.
I've heard
mean,
more
true.
positive reactions.
Oh no, I've definitely heard more positive than negative.
Steven Universe has been getting like more positive reception in the post era it came out. Again, I think it's because the messaging and everything like that in the show is good. It's well needed. I just don't like the show because it had like the Dio was using Jonathan's body when he had his children. So where he is indeed the father of 4, he is also by all accounts still a virgin.
You know what? Legally, I guess that works.
That,
Here's
that's like the
here's why,
Chewbacca defense.
here's why I think it's getting an uptick recently.
I hate
So-
my life.
People,
Oh no, you ain't got no oars.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
I
Somebody,
didn't. What the fuck happened?
somebody clip it, please. Somebody clip that, please. I blew up.
Biggs, you got it?
I got it.
I blew up
Thanks,
both.
big man.
I blew off both my arms by accident.
That's good. That's something you do, Nick. All right. Here's what I think has been going on with Steven Universe.
Okay.
I say waving my water bottle around like a fucking like a fucking ranting ass drunk person. Hang on.
The lore master of Steven Universe, JT. What is wrong? Tell us. What is wrong with
So-
Steven Universe?
It's not what is wrong with Steven Universe. It's why people have been liking it more recently.
Okay.
You watched it when it came out, right?
7 years of my life wasted. Yes.
Hang on. That's it. Right there. Hang on. That's it. Right there. So you... Hang on. No.
I still
okay.
don't understand why gems try to take over planets when they don't need to eat, sleep, or need resources to function.
Okay, that's fair, but here's my point, right? Again, what you said is exactly that.
What?
I, all the motherfuckers who watched it when it came out, we had to sit for fucking months for a fucking Steven bomb and all that
Yeah, no, I
bullshit.
fucking hate it.
Everyone hated Steven bombs. Cause here's the thing. Here's the fucking thing.
I remember once, my mom. I will be honest. One of the times I was a little bit of like, I guess a douche in a situation, was the day that a new episode of Steven Universe came out. Right. We had to
Right.
wait. We had to wait to watch. We had to wait to go out to eat just so I could watch it. Because I was like, I can't miss this episode. It's not gonna be on if I, it's not gonna be on. Whatever the frick. Because they. And in the back of my mind, I was fine with it when the episode came out, but we had to like postpone eating for like 20 minutes. I forgot how long the episodes are.
I think they're 20 minutes an episode.
We had to postpone eating just to watch it. In the back of my mind, I was a twinge annoyed. I had like the Patchy the Pirate. That's it? That was the episode? Oh god, here they come.
Yeah, they would normally wait. They normally give like 3 to 5 episodes at a time for a Steven bomb, right?
Also,
And the thing is,
I will admit
the thing is,
some of the fan base at the time it came out was annoying.
Yeah.
They got like one of the episodes that people got pissed off with like, what was the guy, Ronaldo or whatever the frick. I was like, nah, I didn't hate him. People are just like overreacting to like the frickin' network false advertising. Sorry, sorry, JT, to interrupt your story or your point.
so me, you, and the rest of the motherfuckers had to wait for a Steven bomb and watch it. Basically, what could have been all aired in maybe 4 years, we had to wait 7.
7 years.
I started that show in fucking high school, and I finished it in college.
I finished it when I thought I was going to be put out on the street. Wait, watch what the repellent stick does. It's gonna go boom. Yeah.
But like either way, you fucking either way.
Cause that
We had
holiday.
fucking.
You want to know what was a dour mood on the holiday that Steven Universe Future came out?
What?
I thought I was gonna be put out on the street for like not doing good in school.
Oh.
So I had that
I mean,
thought. I had that thought on my mind that I didn't get it. I failed like a certain amount of classes that semester. And then I'm like, okay, you know what? Maybe Steven Universe will be fine. As like, no, it just kept getting worse, and I'm like. And then I think was that before the pandemic, or did the pandemic like happen afterwards?
No, pandemic was like right before Future ended, or right after. I mean,
Yeah. Because then the pandemic happened, and then all that other
but
jazz.
here's my point. Here's my point. Right. Let me finish my point. So Steven Universe, those who had to wait grew bitter, tired, and angry. Right.
And I was a person who didn't
And
care for the filler episodes. I was a person who didn't get angry at the filler episodes.
it's less that you got angry. I liked filler. I think it was better than some of the story episodes.
Same.
I still think the joke. But hang on.
It's funny when
Let
it's
me,
comedic.
let
We'll
me,
talk about that afterwards.
we'll finish that point in a minute. Either way,
That person ran off. Sorry.
I spoke to a friend recently. He's a couple years younger than me, right?
Yeah.
And he said he's a big fan of Steven Universe. And I'm like, oh, so were you not pissed every time you had to wait for a Steven bomb? And he didn't know what that word meant.
Yeah, because you could just watch all the episodes now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We grew bitter from waiting. We grew jaded from waiting. Whereas everyone else who could watch the whole show like that,
And then they don't have to worry about like plot and other stuff, unless they like
they
care.
don't have to worry about forgetting because they can watch a full season in a weekend. And then they can watch season 2 next weekend, and so on and so forth.
The repellent stick is too good.
Streaming shows has made episodic, or less episodic, because more like, I want to tell full-fledged stories. It's a lot better to experience, because, and that's kind of my point. That's what I'm getting at. We grew bitter from the fucking time lapse. They didn't, and that's why I want to give Steven Universe a fair shot. Like, watching it from episode 1 to I'm probably not going to go back and watch Future. I'm not a masochist.
I don't need Future in my life. I gotta say though. So I have a similar-ish experience with Adventure Time. Because so the way they did Adventure Time was like that it was a show that grew up with you, I guess, right? Because I watched that shit in middle school when it was like just funny, random, fun, silly shit, right? Fun adventures in
Yeah,
this.
and that's what actually turned me off at first and whatnot, was because I thought at that time it was gonna be like another, like, you know, zombie-addled, like, you know, wall random type of show and whatnot.
Adventure Time saved card.
But then I kept fucking watching, and I'm just like, oh wait, this is actually much more than, you know.
There's more to this and whatnot. So,
Yeah.
remember how I said the show grew up with you? So when the show started being about like relationship drama and other bullshit, I outgrew that show long before it got to that. So because by that time I was in high school, right? I was living some of the worst years of my life, dealing with some of the worst fucking people I ever knew. Backstabbing, betrayal, all that type of drama shit. I was so sick of it that by the time Adventure Time started doing that bullshit too, I said, fuck this show, I'm done. You want to know what got me back into it?
What?
The Stakes miniseries.
I like the Stakes miniseries. That was a pretty good one.
That got me That got me right back into it, and then I was like, oh man, the show is back to form. Holy shit, we don't have to deal with fucking like. What the heck is this monument? Data is encrypted. It can't be decoded. What the fuck? What? Data is encrypted. It can't be decoded. What? But yeah, what was I saying, right? So the fucking oh god, don't blow me up, please. Oh great, I lost my train of thought. But oh yeah, Adventure Time, right? The Stakes miniseries got me back into it, right?
Yeah.
And I think that the show was solid all the way through to the end after that. But like, I outgrew all the bullshit with that show. Like the relationship drama, PB suddenly being like an allegory, I guess, for like argumentative atheism. Because she didn't believe magic was real, and then I'm like, what? Like that type of bullshit. And that was like my comfort show through shit like Hurricane Sandy. Like, I was at my uncle's house when our basement got flooded, right? Like our whole lower section, our house was like fucked up. We didn't have power. The water was like fucked up and shit too. I was sleeping on a chair at my uncle's house watching the new season when it came out on my iPod. I had to buy the new season on my iPod to watch it because the fucking thing. And then when the show just suddenly turned into like that drama crap, you could like that's how hurt I was. That's how hurt I was. That like it's making me feel like I'm back in. It's making me feel like I'm just in school. So, like, I didn't need that crap. You know what I mean? But like that's the thing with like Steven Universe. The first season, I think, just in full retrospect, is still good because it didn't bring in the plot elements. It still did a lot of like the good like messaging and whatnot, right?
Right.
But it didn't. It was a very episodic, and it did a lot of like silly plot elements that like never show up later in the show. And apparently, according to like some information that I found, that might have been like because of Ian JQ and like the Adventure Time writing stuff and whatnot that was in it. So, you know, you gotta take everything you see with like little bits of grain and salt and all that crap. But like Steven Universe, I really gotta say, the first season will always hold up because it doesn't have to do with like the plot. I think it falls off when they introduced so much stuff, and then when the network started screwing with them, they couldn't keep up with it. But I'm with you that like it might deserve like a rewatch or something. Just for the record too, I still have a Sardonyx poster in my room.
Fair enough.
You know what I mean? And I still make the jokes. I still make the jokes to this day. And this is where I put my Sardonyx action figure. If I had one.
If I had one.
I'm surprised there's not even like a fan-made one.
There's not a lot of
Probably
fans.
something you can find on Etsy.
Probably.
Like that.
Well, what was it? Didn't they do like Steven Universe U2s, and then like their only other merch they had were Funko Pops, and it was only like Steven and the 3 gems, and that's it? Really? Which sucks because they didn't put everybody's favorite fucking Dorito in as a figure.
They're not.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody's favorite green Dorito. Ooh, right in the mouth. Look at that. It's like he's smoking a cigar.
Smoking a stogie.
I'm still mad they gave Laugh his pants.
that's a mute fruit. I was like, what the fuck? Is that a head? Man, they gave Lapis pants, what?
The skirt look, look at the fucking long, like the long skirt looked so fucking good. Fuck you.
I'm not, like, I'm just like, huh?
I'm not actually mad, but but like I loved Lapis's original design, and then she came back with pants, and I'm like, oh.
I don't remember. I don't remember like the second design. So
They did give Peridot Gurren Lagann Kamine glasses.
yeah, she got like star shades, right?
Yeah.
No, that was what's it? That was Garnet. Yeah, Peridot got like the triangle Gurren Lagann glasses.
Oh yeah, the point you had.
Pop. 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 Bye-bye. Steven Universe would play this game and cry.
No, I feel like Steven has hacked things in video games before. He's a gamer.
Now, what was it?
I feel like I honestly want there to be like a fucking God damn it, Marek, don't lose your leg over this whole ordeal.
I'm gonna go and sleep in a bed. That'll heal me up fine. But what was it like
I was going to say like I can see like a fucking like some sort of edited video where it's Steven is doing the "That's right, get no scoped" sort of deal, you know what I mean?
There was, for a time, there was like Steven Universe revisionist history. And I remember back, because that was back when I was using Twitter actively. I made a post because somebody was talking about it, and I said in my response, I think it was Mutter. I don't remember who though. I think it was Mutter. And I said my response to their point was, I said, like, you know, like the post end of Steven Universe hate is real when the people that shat on the show come out to defend it as like it wasn't, guys, come on, it wasn't like that freaking, you know, like the post show death flanderization. Because like for a time there was like Steven would be crying, like dealing with like, oh, he's fighting with this, he'd be crying or whatever the frickin'. I'm like, no, he wouldn't. He'd actually be fighting, because there's situations where he's not that. So
He was still probably, you know what I could see being in character for Steven Universe?
what?
Steven just beat the pacifist ending of Undertale. Someone walks up to him and goes, "Oh, so are you gonna play the genocide ending?" Steven just goes, "There are other endings."
There's other endings?
Like, I feel like that would be very in character for him, though.
Honestly, I could see it. Then he finds out he has to kill Toriel. Cries.
I feel like he wouldn't play the gen. I feel like he wouldn't. Don't get me wrong. I think he knows like separation between like game and shit, but I don't think he would purposefully go a genocide ending, knowing there were ways around it.
I cannot do the genocide run in Undertale. Like, physically, I just cannot do it.
I don't blame you. Like, I did it, never finished it, and I got bored.
You'd have to kill Tori, because it's obnoxious to do.
I did.
I never attempted it because I thought it was a normal at first when I first heard about the game. I thought it was a normal RPG, and I was like, why not kill everything? I'm like, ain't that the point of an RPG? No, it's not your typical RPG. It's one of those games that gives everybody a personality, so you feel bad whenever you.
I'll admit, for my first Undertale run, I was the person who fell for it.
You fell for you killed Toriel and everything like
And
that.
then I restarted it.
On accident,
I
yes.
killed like a few people and whatnot, but then I restarted it, and then I went to like, the pacifist. So
You want to know like post game flanderization, and you really want to know like post something flanderization. Post Undertale sans flanderization.
Oh god, go on.
So like, Sans is like the almighty powerful god of Undertale land and whatnot, right? When everything says otherwise. When everything says otherwise. Because, like, even the game description says he's the weakest enemy. He only has 1 hit point. Oh, because he is smart enough to basically break your game rule of combat by dodging your attacks. That just makes him, like, super uber powerful. He doesn't do anything like instant transmission. His eye glows and he summons like laser cannons. He's not powerful. He's just a guy with laser cannons. But like everyone in the fandom treats him as a god, and it's obviously because of the meme. And it's just like it drives me nuts sometimes.
Well, I mean, I do think there is merit to it.
There is. I won't get dunked on.
Classic.
There is, but I will not sit here and accept the fact that no, he's not. The game says it itself. He is not the strongest enemy. He is just. He's just a guy. He's had a very.
I think there's a middle ground here because I don't think he's. I think he's more than just a guy. I mean,
lore-wise,
he's the one...
yes. Like, lore-wise, yes. Game-wise, he's just a guy.
I disagree, because, like, game-wise, he's the only motherfucker who can break the rules effectively.
I mean, has anybody else tried to dodge? Flowey also broke the rules, technically, too.
Yeah, he did it with the power of absorbing human souls.
And then Asgore broke the rule too. He destroyed your button.
Yeah, that part's true. Actually, I'm not conceding that. Okay, so he's at minimum as strong as Asgore.
The rules have been broken by almost every. Okay.
The only 3 characters that have broken said rules are. One who has absorbed souls.
I turn the walking hamburger meat into more hamburger meat. How does that work?
I do think he's. I don't get me wrong. He's not gonna like.
But he's not some kind of overpowered demigod. He's more clever than strong. Yeah.
I just said that.
Oh, he's like, I didn't hear you. You're really low, dude. I know you're on your phone.
I think there's a middle ground here.
Wait, you're not on a phone.
I'm on my mom's MacBook.
Oh.
I'm using my fucking headset and shit.
Are we friends?
I do think Santa has some strength. Like I guess power to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's more like. I don't think he's going to rewrite the fucking fabric of reality in terms of like power scaling.
I remember too on like YouTube way back when there were people that were like talking like power levels all the time for certain characters, and that got sickening. Cause I'm like, I don't care about power levels. I just want to fucking watch a show. Please shut up, YouTube.
I mean, people like power scaling certain characters.
There's things that slowly turn me into Hank Hill, and that was one of them. Do I look like I know what a power level is? I just want to watch my goddamn show.
Does it look like I understand what universal means?
Monument. I saw the video. Are we enemies? No. Are we friends? No. Some people like power scaling. I don't. It's what was it? Because the concept was introduced in Dragon Ball, right? But the thing about it in Dragon Ball was that it was bullshit. The power level, like the scouters and the power level, they were all wrong on purpose.
Are you talking about power level or power scaling? Because
I thought that's where it came from. Was that?
No. Power leveling is just basically determining how strong a character would be if taken outside of the story. So like,
I mean, if you throw Sans and like alright, if we put Sans at like leading a charge on a battlefield, if he doesn't use a gaster, like he might kill a couple thousand guys with a gaster blaster, but if he takes one bullet, he's dead. That's Sans' power scaling.
okay, but you see, he could dodge bullets. So you could argue.
You could argue that anyone can dodge bullets.
No, you can.
Like,
Okay. Here,
all right. JT. You're in the middle of a battlefield. There's bullets whizzing by you everywhere, right? At this point, trying to dodge a bullet is like going outside in a thunderstorm and trying to dodge rain. You will be Swiss cheese in 2 seconds by just stepping out of cover.
Me? Yeah. No shit.
Sans
can you see the
2 more than
Okay.
Sans 2, I think.
I don't know if I agree with that. Because people compared like Frisk even to be like low, like I think like planetary level.
What the frick are you talking about? Low planetary level.
Because the whole fucking ultra fucking bullshit ass fucking love and all that bullshit. Undertale. People have done Undertale math. I'm not one of those people.
Math. Frisk is a fucking kid. Imp says.
Yeah, so is Kirby. What's your point?
But Kirby. Oh my god.
It's fictional. It's a fictional universe.
You're comparing a human child to what is essentially a demigod like being. Kirby's like what fucking whatchamacallit was. Kirby is like Void Termina, but positive energy instead of negative energy. But yeah, Imp agrees with me. That is not compatible.
Well, you can't. Again,
I gotta add these to my lexicon. Undertale math. That is good. That is good.
You're applying fucking that kind of logic to a story. By that, if you say that, then any kid character can't do shit. Oh, Ness can't fucking use PSI. He's just a kid. Like, what the fuck?
But Ness is psychic, JT. Frisk is just a kid. Frisk.
Clearly fucking not. Okay, like
how clearly not? What do you mean? How clearly not? Oh, because he survived monsters in a cave that don't really want to kill him?
Fucking, I haven't done the math, but like you're fucking. I think you're working at this fucking wrong.
I feel like I'm back. I feel like I'm back in the age of Sans is Ness, where Matt Pat's like fans were on a witch hunt for people that like were making fun of him. Oh my god, this is hilarious.
Yeah, and I'm on getting fucking witch hunted here because I'm saying
I'm not witch hunting you at all.
That's what it fucking feels like. God damn.
Because you said something that tickled my funny bone, JT. As soon as you said Undertale math, and others.
I'm not someone who fucking did the power
See,
scaling.
that-
I'm just saying what I fucking saw other people talk about.
JT, you spoke. You gave me like one of the best belly laughs I had in a while. You getting a reward, man. You get an award.
Yeah, I don't want your reward.
That was you made me laugh so to my core that I freaking had to cough.
Yeah, I'm glad.
That terminology was good. Undertale math, and then like low planet.
Okay, yeah, great. Anyway, Ziggs, how are you doing?
You know,
Oh. This is
doing pretty good.
okay. We're actually in a literary reference.
You are?
Yes. So, has anybody ever heard the poem "There Will Come Soft Rains"?
Yeah. Probably.
Okay, so, well, it's more of a short story that has a poem in it. So, the story is of a automated house after thermonuclear war has wiped out humanity, right?
Right.
And in the story, it is best known for the poem that one of the robots sings to the dead children, which is called "There Will Come Soft Rains." So, if we come inside
And we're moving the fuck on.
if we come inside this house, right? I click on "Read Children Bedtime Poem."
How may I serve you, master? I really want to.
Just follow the robot.
How
Him.
may I serve you, master?
We're doing something else now, buddy.
Alright.
There will come soft rains and the smell of the ground, and swallows circling with their shimmering sound, and frogs in the pool
Just
singing
making
at
sure.
night, and wild plum trees in tremulous white. Robins will wear their feathery fire, whistling their whims on a low fence wire. Not one will know of the war, not one will care at last when it is done. Not one would mind, neither bird nor tree, if mankind perished utterly. And spring herself, when she woke at dawn, would scarcely know that we were gone. How may I serve you, master?
It literally said that. It literally just did like the whole poem from the story.
That's neat.
And you can send the robot out to like go pick up a grocery order or walk their pet dog, which would most likely get it destroyed out here.
Oh.
But yeah, not like. Oh shit! Foggy Bottom Station. This place always made me laugh as a kid. It reminded me of farts for some reason. I guess because, like, what is it? The term foggy bottom. On my railway rifle. There we go. I hit his head with so much force it took his arms off. I got my revenge. Bonk, bonk. This is Three Dog. Ow! And we're here for you. Man, I gotta go. Man, I gotta go help out a Galaxy News Radio. But yeah, nah, like fucking. We like. We had. It's just funny. It's just funny how like full circle everything sort of came. It felt like. We're back playing.
Yeah.
I'm playing Fallout 3, and we were just talking about whatchamacallit, Steven Universe again. I love this.
Damn.
I love this shotgun. People give this game. People say the shotgun is shit. No. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Oh, it makes all sorts of sense. Ah. Oh, damn it. Oh, also too,
Makes all the sense in the world.
I just realized something. Oh, I need to switch armor. DuPont. Is there anything dangerous out here? If I remember correctly, DuPont isn't super dangerous? Is that all that's here is nothing? DuPont.
DuPont. Chemical company.
Ooh. I knew
DuPont family.
we were gonna be exploring the metros. But
Yeah.
I didn't half expect we'd be over here. Trying to shoot me through glass. Got her dead.
Hey guys, I have a question.
What's up? What's up, Zig?
Do you hear something in the wind?
Oh, I do indeed hear something on the wind.
Oh, Christ.
Welcome, everybody. JT's Coffee Corner. Oh, perfectly timed with that.
Oh, God damn it.
So, JT,
So,
what have you been up to?
Yeah, for us this, tonight.
Do I want to do... Do I want to do an anime introspection, or do I want to gush about a tabletop game system?
Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah, I kind of want to hear about the anime thing, but either or.
In that case, then sure. So, I do not. I am someone who knows a lot about anime. I do not watch a lot, right?
Fuck.
However,
These raiders all look like
I
clones.
decided to. I was curious enough into one, and I decided to watch a cult classic. I'm gonna look up when it came out real quick before I. But one that I've heard a lot of praise about.
Ooh, what you watch?
I guess calling it a classic feels a little wrong. Technically feels a little wrong, but one from the early 2000s that people have claimed and people held in extremely high regards.
You're piquing my interest, JT. What did you watch?
I watched Gurren Lagann.
Oh.
It's been a long while since it came out and shit.
Heard it's pretty good.
Yeah, I liked it when it came out on Toonami and all that sort of stuff.
So, one of the big things I myself have studied like a lot of like how different methods of comparing literature, and I think one of the bigger things is kind of genre focused or medium focused comparison, and seeing whenever watching something more modern, right, or more I guess that comes out recently, seeing things years before it, and definitely seeing how that could have influenced things,
Also, thank you
right?
for clipping that imp. Sorry, cut you off, JT. I just
They're
noticed.
good. And seeing how they could have like
Fuck
influenced
my
things
leg.
is one point of comparison I think is really interesting to me. Like, things that we see as tropes now might be completely different or more unique back
When they
when the
came.
show originally came out. Exactly.
So you can't really hold like one of the shows that did it to like a lens like that.
Exactly. I
'Cause-
think Gurren Lagann is a great. First of all, it is just a good anime, right? If you like mechs, if you don't like mechs, whatever the fuck, it's worthy of the watch, right?
I know like the pig, it rips off its tail.
Are you okay?
I can never win.
You gotta watch out for them, for those mines, buddy. Those landmines.
Yeah, they have a mind of their own.
But
You have to be mindful.
you must be mindful of the mines.
Yes, that's the joke I was making.
Think you're ready for my rhymes?
Okay, well,
Go on,
if
JT.
yeah, if you don't mind, yeah, that one didn't really blow up well. Anyway,
Bastard. That's why I like you.
I'm a blast to be around. Okay, for real.
Stop timing it with these explosions!
Okay, so it is, in my opinion, it is a good anime. It's worthy of the watch. But as someone who I would recommend it to any more modern, like active anime fans, because you get to see a lot of where certain tropes came from. Like it had the obligatory beach episode, which I'm sure was done well before Gurren Lagann, but but still seeing how far back some things go.
I know Outlaw Star had it. I don't know where that trope came from.
I know Sailor Moon had it.
Exactly.
The beach episode. You
It's
like cherries or whipped cream? only Zig will understand that one. Sunken sewer.
But
yeah.
looking at the show at a face value, I mean, if we're talking about messaging, Gurren Lagann is really good by just message about believing in oneself and determination.
Yeah.
You could also do what I do and take it as a very big fuck religion, man is supreme message. I can explain this point too, if anyone wants me to, but like, you could very easily see. I think you could very easily spin the story as a anti-religious power and man story as well, but with no extra thought, no side bullshit. It does, honestly. Now, I'm not someone who likes this anime, but it does a character arc like Deku My Hero Academia better than Deku My Hero Academia.
Are you talking about like from start to ending, or like
Yes, because we see at the beginning both Simone and Deku being shriveling little shits. Except we see Simone we see their competence earlier, and we get a better sense of how they became what they did become, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their growth feels more natural, whereas Deku starts as a starts as a little shit, and no matter what, is always still kind of a little shit.
I
Granted, Gurren Lagann had a time skip, but still.
I have to say about like the freaking My Hero Academia.
Mhm.
Before, oh my god, my radiation is super high. I just caught that now.
I didn't.
Go on.
So the thing about the thing about My Hero Academia, I fell off that show for other reasons, but it never sat well with me that that Deku got over like breaking his arms and legs every time he attacked something. I thought that made him more interesting of a character when he had like all of like these superpowers and shit, right? He's almost like Superman with like super punches and kick, but his body is not built for it. His body is just not built for it.
I mean, if you ask me if I got to be the guy who wrote My Hero Academia, I would have never given Deku powers.
If I was the guy who wrote My Hero Academia, a lot of the stuff in that would never happen.
But my point is, yeah, my point is that like I think that show would have been a lot more actual meaningful with what Deku did.
If it was like
if they just kept him without powers and had him be built different.
yeah, because you don't need to be a superhero. You don't need to be a superhero or a hero with like superpowers.
Which I mean, let's talk about that ending. Either way.
I know he is it okay to just talk about that real quick? Because I know what happens to him in the end.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
He becomes a teacher, which makes sense for Japan, but like goes through like all these arcs, and it's just like, okay, cool. I stopped watching My Hero Academia before we got to that part, so I know it never.
I want to talk about a different anime ending, but before I do, let me close up. Watch Gurren Lagann. It has really good character arcs. Like, you do get to see things kind of come through to the beginning to the end. There's a reason why Kamina is as iconic as he is. For those who don't know who Kamina is, yes, you do. It's the Triangle Shades Man.
He's literally referenced by like Steven Universe.
Yeah.
Any motherfucker with those triangle ass shades, there's probably a Gurren Lagann on reference.
Character design for Promare and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you say?
They recycled his design for Promare and whatnot. Have you ever seen that movie? I saw it in theaters. It was fun.
Also, too,
I just remember like two obnoxious motherfuckers in the audience and everything like that.
Unrelated yet somewhat related. I can actually talk what I was gonna talk about with Tea Time last time now. But and ironic, it has to do with Japan too. But that's the only simile. But yeah, JT, you go on.
I didn't hear what you said, Zix. I was kind of.
I said they recycled Kamina's like design and whatnot for another character in Promare and shit.
Like I said, the man's iconic, and he fucking deserves it. Best character in the whole show.
Yeah.
I was about to say a spoiler, but like I just told people to watch the show, so I'm not going to. Here's a show I will spoil.
The last time I was about to say like a teeny tiny spoiler, I got blown up by a mine. So learn from your mistakes.
Oh, I wasn't gonna say a teeny tiny spoiler. But fair enough.
Learn from your mistakes.
Has
You won't
anyone,
be
speaking
doomed to
of fucking
repeat.
anime endings, has anyone heard the drama about Rent-A-Girlfriend's ending?
Excuse me, what?
No.
There's a what is
Okay.
that title?
Rent-A-Girlfriend?
I
The anime is about exactly what you think it is.
okay, and you know what? I'm not gonna question it. I'm not gonna question it. Questioning it only brings problems.
So apparently the whole anime is about a guy being lonely, so he rents a girlfriend, and then he keeps going and he keeps renting the same person for a while, till he spent. There's a way to check actually, because people have talked about it.
How much money did he spend, and how much time did he spend? What is his title?
Let's see here. I'm gonna translate this from. I'm gonna translate this from yen to American money, if that's okay.
That's perfectly fine.
Okay, so that not euros. That not euros.
That was good. Monument, that was good. Sorry.
Okay, so assuming Google has not lied to me, he has spent about $20,000 renting
Oh, I can't
this
wait to
woman
hear how
out
the
for the entire
repellent's
course of the anime,
working.
right?
How did he have that much money?
Oh,
Man,
excellent.
I didn't watch it. I didn't read it either. But a lot of the show was basically him, or a lot of the anime and manga was just him basically slowly falling in love with this woman and them actually kind of getting a connection, right?
Yeah.
The final chapter was leaked.
What? You're kidding, right?
You want to guess what happens?
I should admit,
Does he get
there's
hit
a
by a
lot we
bus?
don't know about Myers.
No, that'd be
And then
better.
at his funeral, they
That-
fire him?
No, that would be a more satisfying
Well, I
ending.
never-
Nick, would you like to give
but
me one guess
obviously,
before I say the
you can
funniest
handle
shit
a
that is
lot
the
more
ending of this manga?
I mean,
Wait, you want me to guess the ending before you say it?
Yeah, just give me one guess. How could Rent a Girlfriend possibly end? No, but no, Monument. It's not Sexo.
Does it turn out that she's whatchamacallit, he wants to like propose or actually go steady or something like that with her, like, you know, make it real, but it turns out she's already with somebody else and she's just doing this as a job?
You were upsetting. You were correct in the first half. So a lot of the anime was spent with him basically being like, "All right, I'm growing feelings for this woman, right?
I mean, of course he
I think I
rented the
wanna-
same girl.
Exactly. He's growing feelings for. He's got feelings for this woman. I'm gonna say, hey, do you want to do this without money? Right? Do you want to actually go out? And she says no.
Let's all point and laugh at Mr. $200,000 humiliation. Oh!
You have no idea how pissed people are about that, and to me, it's just like, what the fuck did you expect, my dog?
That's another belly laugh. Oh!
Like, what did you expect, my guy?
Oh shit! That gave me the fucking Will Smith YouTube fucking rewind laugh. That is the funniest shit ever. Like we need to show this ending in a theater with fans of the show that don't know it yet, and we have to like film them. We have to film them and in slow motion look at their faces when their hearts snap in two.
Like it's so fucking funny to me that the whole premise is
Whoa, didn't see that
it's like
coming.
yeah, exactly. It's like, oh wow, you don't fucking wanna. Who would have thought?
Thanks,
Like,
Captain Hindsight.
like,
Oh.
it's the fucking. It's the
Oh.
strangest thing to me that's just how it worked.
If I was writing that, I would have the first few pages of the volume be a bit of a build-up. Then he asks, "You want to be for realsies?" She says no. Then the rest of the pages are blank.
No, it's just him like sitting at home, just drinking coffee, just like, staring at a wall.
No, it's like depressed Pac-Man. It's like depressed Pac-Man after the divorce. The ghosts are trying to goad him to chase them. Up, we're turning blue.
Oh my god.
He's just, this ain't working. All right, guys, let's go. They abandon him in his depression. His friends abandon him in his depression. Oh, give me strength. Ay.
It's absolutely fucking wild to me.
Good
That's
hunting.
it.
Like-
That's the ending of Rent a Girlfriend. What's the name of the girl? What's the name of the girl in that?
I have no fucking clue.
Okay, because you can't look it up real quick.
Okay, fucking
Just look it up before we do tea time. I got a joke I want to do.
Kanojo?
Kanojo betrayed us.
No, it's fuck. I was wrong. Chizuru.
That's it. That's the ending of Rent a Girlfriend. Chizuru betrayed us.
I just found out he was done by the same lady who does Pomni and whatnot.
I'm going to get rid of all of my Rent a Girlfriend stuff. All of it.
Man, now I want to watch it just to see Omni fucking reject someone.
Oh.
Wasn't the next episode finally coming out in like 2 days?
What if it's a redub?
I don't know.
What if somebody redubs it? Like if it's the same VA as Pomni, what if somebody redubs it with the boy as the VA for Gummy Goo?
Or even funnier, the VA for Jax.
Ooh. Yes. Also, I broke both my legs on purpose.
I want to say how much I appreciate the voice actors they got there. One of the earliest, those guys are just very, very cool with just doing random funny things. I love, like in the last couple years, voice actors taking their character voices and doing funny internet things with them. My still favorite thing in the Amazing Musical Circus fandom is the Pomni Kane.
Well,
Are we
how do you
robbing a
feel?
bank? We're adventuring a bank, Pomni. Keep up.
I thought my favorite was, I I've just smoked a whole bunch of crack and I'm starting to feel the effects.
I snorted a whole suitcase full of coke.
And I'm starting to feel the effects. We're adventuring a bank. That's a good line too.
Are we robbing a bank? We're adventuring a bank, Pomni. Keep up. And then just a gunshot.
All we had to do was follow the damn train, Pomni. Oh.
My other favorite one. Okay, no. the first time I saw someone do something like this was Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Yeah.
So, in that game,
I
one
know
of
it
like the
does, dear,
professors
but it's
could
for a
send you
good
letters
cause.
asking you for like requests
Now,
and shit.
how would you
And
describe the pain you're feeling? Any
that
advice for
guy
how to keep it
recorded a
from
fan made
being
one, like a
overwhelming?
couple of them
And
actually.
remember,
But
this
the
is for
best one
posterity.
was
Yeah.
oh god, what was the name of the fucking Fire Emblem Three Houses
Deadened
protagonist?
nerves? That's
Byleth.
probably a bad sign,
Dear
you know.
Byleth, I am in
Like
need of your
nervous
assistance.
system degradation
Flame
type
is
of
stuck in
bad.
McDonald's
Luckily, I'm here to
playpen,
patch you up.
and once
Now
again,
hold still and quit fidgeting.
and I'm afraid that
Ugh.
she is not going to get out
How can you be walking
out
around like
soon.
this?
Just, I love
She has
what Moira says here real quick about stitching you up with a smiley
Okay.
face.
I even stitched a little
Oh
smiley
god.
face in you
But
to keep
she
up your
it
spirits.
was just like
It's kind of hard to see from your
Flame has
side,
been stuck in
though.
the McDonald's playpen
Here,
and for a while
take
now,
this
and
environment
we are
suit
worried
of
about her
It
getting
will help with
lost.
medical tasks, and it should
Her
help
nuggets are
prevent the
getting
effects
cold.
of exposure,
Please
too.
please help as soon as you can. And it was just it was done by the actual
Yes?
VA, and it was the funniest fucking thing.
Wait,
Like that's the kind of shit that I adore.
who was this? Who was this?
The fucking green-haired guy in Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Oh, I see. Oh my god, I thought, I thought it was like something else related to. Ay ay ay. But what was? Yeah, VA is like doing memes and like other funny shit is great. Like my brain. Oh, this has been good. I've been getting a lot of oxygen in me by laughing.
I mean, I still think it's with the internet age. I think it's just great for VAs to do shit like this because like the guy who did Kane literally got the job because he did a fucking Spamton voice.
Yeah.
Garbage can. I know. It like it's good. It's funny. It works. Where am I getting zapped at?
There.
Another Enclave soldier before his time. Ay ay ay. But yeah, the this Pomni rejecting somebody. I hope that they do. I hope that they put like a gummy goo edit or something like that when it eventually is like dubbed and that type of shit.
Or just like someone making a fan comic of just having Pomni just replacing the cheeser or whatever the fuck.
It's funnier with the voices, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, but like make it a comic and then let the actors dub over it.
You know something, I remember the Zootopia one where they edited like the I'm keeping the baby with like I don't want to eat Carl's Jr. anymore. Or something like that.
That was great. That's what, no, it was Arby's.
Oh, it was Arby's. I thought it was Carl's Jr. and Hardee's. Maybe it would have been funnier if it was Carl's Jr. and Hardee's. But what about the Quickie Curlies? I can't live without my Quickie Curlies. Please pull your car forward.
Nick, where are you going? We have food here. Honestly, I'm thinking Arby's.
I need my damn Quickie Curlies. And two Freezy Fudge Blasts.
I want to say, who thought after this could just be the fact that I watched Beastars. Who the fuck thought the abortion comic for fucking whatchamacallit,
That
Zootopia was a good idea?
I can't. You know something, JT? I wish I could explain Zootopia fans. I wish I could. I've seen, and remember, I am not a sweet summer child. I always run into NSFW and other crazy shit when I don't intend to. And I've seen so much related to Zootopia through fucking complete, unrelated, random... Well, I saw that today, and... You can't see it, but I'm like fucking... I'm like jittering my head around, like...
Yeah.
Like, I have... And even recently, I've seen some stuff. For some reason, a lot of people like to see Nick Wilde with big-ass fucking boobies.
Okay. Well, on that note, I think it's about 12 o'clock.
Good to see you.
Oh, but
What do you need?
I didn't get to talk about... I didn't get to talk about, whatchamacallit. We got caught up in anime and everything.
You want to do it like a quick little tea time and shit?
Or do you want to save this for next time? Since we are approaching the time I'm in all.
We're on our way to Rivet City. It's like going to Viridian City. Hold on.
Now, some music.
There we go. But yeah, do you guys want to hear what I wanted to talk about last time? Because
Sure.
in all fairness, I didn't beat the game fully, but I made it halfway through the final scenario, and it's been kicking my ass. It's been pissing me off and kicking my ass.
Alright. Welcome everybody to TV Time with Marek.
Fuck my life. I already said it earlier, but either way. So, what I wanted to talk about last time, but I didn't finish it, but I talked about a book, was I've returned to Resident Evil Outbreak. Now, the Outbreak, I'm a big fan of Resident Evil, and the Outbreak games are like the two that I've never finished. I actually returned them at some point in time because I thought that they were some of the most difficult Resident Evil games to play. However, I've had them sitting in my collection, and I just kind of got like the bug to return and play them and whatnot. So I done did, and I actually made it fully through the first Outbreak game, but I made it to the final chapter of Outbreak File 2, but I didn't beat it. And I still think I'm qualified to actually like discuss everything and whatnot, though, because, you know, I'm spilling the tea on the game. So, for those not in the know, you more than likely you know how a Resident Evil game is played. I don't need to explain that to you, right? But back when these games came out, the big hip thing was online play. Like, this was on the PS2 and whatnot. And people still running on emulated games you can still play nowadays if you wanted to online. So that was the whole big draw, is that like you play with like 3 survivors online and you have to try to beat like specialized scenarios and whatnot, right? And the whole game takes place during the Raccoon City incident, which is even more relevant now because my video game telepathy actually kicked off again. So, and I'll get to that. I'll get to that in like a little bit. So, the game starts off in the sewer, like the beginning cutscene, right? You actually see like rats and everything like slowly get infected, and like the USS trying to fight fucking a mutant William Birkin and crap like that, which causes the outbreak and everything. It has like a banging track. And it leads into the first stage where you have to escape a bar that's under siege by zombies. And not playing it, you can still play the game without like online, right? You just have to contend with like 2 AI partners, and they are fucking dumb. They are fucking dumb. They are the dumbest AI I've ever seen, especially for the type of game. And I've had them screw me over more than once, and I've actually had a scenario where both like partner characters died. And that was during the boss fight too. So the first game consists of Outbreak. So the first level is Outbreak. The second level is Below Freezing Point, which takes place in the Umbrella Lab. The third level is The Hive, which is set in Raccoon Hospital. The fourth level is Hellfire, which is set in a hotel that's on fire, with the fucking fire department trying to save people still while the zombies and everything are happening. And the final level, which was called Decision, which is how like that specific group of survivors escape the city, right? With Outbreak File 2 basically being a sort of it's a sequel, but if this game came out today, File 2 would have been like an add-on pack. Because that's how sort of like consistent it was with its content. Hell, even the final scenario in that game was apparently made up of 3 like cut scenarios, and it shows. So, as I was saying, the whole the idea too is that like some scenarios have like canon characters, and it's actually pretty cool like the way they do stuff. Like the intro, like the menu screen for Outbreak File 2, like we see some like shots of Raccoon City during the day, which is kind of neat. Like they do like something with like the zombies like roaming the streets in like a horde and crap like that, and you see like a car. Like you get like a lot of like interesting scenarios and like a lot of interesting like little story beats and whatnot. Like one of the like, for example, one of the things in Outbreak 2, right? Flashback. If you play as a specific character in that stage, you get flashbacks to her first time in that area. And it's actually kind of important because we got an announcement recently, ironically enough, that's why I said the video game telepathy kicked in.
Right.
So it's kind of cool, like I said, you just kind of gotta like, there's a lot you have to do sometimes in order to like save characters in like order to get to the end, and like there's even like optional scenes you can like miss and other stuff like that that increases and or decreases your score depending on like what's happening. So like you really have to play through the levels multiple times in order to get everything and whatnot, right? With different characters too. And every character actually does play different. Like they have like different animations, different skills that are make them better for like certain combat scenarios and whatnot, right? It's really, like, it really is cool the way... Is everybody running? It really is cool, like, the way they sort of set it up and whatnot. So, again, like, I can't, like, complain. Though there are, like I said, there are canon characters for certain scenarios. It's more Resident Evil if you're looking for that, and it's pretty neat to experience. It's a game that's not... It's a game that's, like... both for fans of Resident Evil, and like if you just want to like play like a fun little survival horror game with your friends, like you could totally play this and it'd be really fun, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do gotta say though, that final scenario in Outbreak File 2 can kiss my ass, I'm not gonna lie. I can get through the lab just fine, but then like the second half, I don't know what the fuck I gotta do. I made it to the part where you're supposed to like do a thing and it'll take you to the third half. The third part. But I can never figure it out. And even then, when you get to the third part, there's 2 endings you can choose from, and one where you fight like the true final boss and other shit. So crazy decision making and all that type of stuff you can do. But that being said, though, remember, I keep bringing up like my video game telepathy, because after playing all these games, guess what got announced this year?
Resident Evil 9.
Resident Evil 9, or I forgot what the subtitle they called for it was. And the main character you play as is the daughter of one of the characters from Outbreak. Specifically the one that when they go back to, whatchamacallit, the first area, they have little flashbacks. So the idea with her game is that you're going to be experiencing flashbacks to the character's first time in the area. We're apparently going back to Raccoon City, and it's just so fucking funny that my video game telepathy kicked in again. Just because of Resident Evil Outbreak. Oh, man. You really gotta love it sometimes. But that being said, I think that's kind of it. I'm honestly after like experiencing that with Fallout 2, I think I've lost interest in playing like the Outbreak, because I still love the games. I still love the Raccoon City incident. All the scenarios are fun, with one exception being the fucking final one in 2. And a lot of the other multiplayer exclusive Resident Evil games, I'm not talking about like 4. I'm not talking about like 5 online. I'm not talking about like 5. I'm talking about like the exclusive ones, like the recent, like RE-verse or whatever the recent ones were. Because we've had stuff like Operation Raccoon City, which again, one of those in hindsight was really fun. When you can't have it, you miss it and you want to play it. I really want to play through Operation Raccoon City again. It just sucks that the Steam version don't work. I wonder if the GOG version does. I might pick that up if it does. But that's beside the point. But a lot of the recent exclusive multiplayer only Resident Evil games aren't as good as Outbreak. So make of that what you will. I have like no deeper thoughts on that. But yeah, that's the tea on Resident Evil Outbreak. Hell, even both games end with like with big tyrant battles. So, you know, that's how you know they're legit Resident Evil games.
Alright, well.
Do you think we learned anything tonight?
Don't bring up power scaling.
Oh, come on, JT. It's all good.
Even if it's not your own opinion, don't bring up power scaling.
I learned that things can come back in full circle. Like Fallout 3 and Steven Universe.
My big water bottle.
Fallout 3 and Steven Universe has come full circle.
Yes.
Oh, man. You gotta fucking enjoy that shit, though. Oh, man. I don't know who to raid tonight. Could raid somebody new.
Yeah, let's see if there's anybody playing Fallout 3 right now.
There's a few. Ironically, there's somebody named Wasteland playing it.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. I guess we can raid in.
Alright.
Alright, sweet. But yeah, I think I learned that even in, you know what's funny? We're playing Fallout 3 now. Like I'm just learning. I'm learning like more weirdness about my video game telepathy. Please let the Fallout 3 remaster come out soon, because I'm playing it again. Please, I will drop everything and buy it. I almost did for FNAF Secret of the Mimic. But like, please, I will pick up Fallout 3 Remake full price just cause. But I think for now. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for joining us tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed. But remember, as always, be yourselves. Remember, make a like a hi, make a hidey ho, mo, make a chai, make a mo, make a hey, pickle barrel, kumquat, chimichurri changa. That's the secret word of the day. Alright, guys, I'll catch you all later. Marek out. See ya, guys.
Good night, everybody.
Bye bye.